Back to our earlier story now, where 12 suspects escaped from the Mecklenburg and Tubatse police stations in Limpopo province. Now, they were arrested for crimes ranging from rape, robbery, housebreaking, theft and public violence. We were trying very hard to get on the line Limpopo spokesperson Ronel Otto from Limpopo. Well, let's see if she's on the line with us now. Good afternoon, Ronel. Are you there?
Good afternoon. Yes, I am here.
Ronel, a daring escape today. How did the suspects get away with it?
Yes, well, unfortunately, we had to report these escapes. Yes, it both took place yesterday. The first one at Mecklenburg took place in the early morning hours of Sunday, while the one at Tubatse happened around about 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. The suspects managed to some way smuggle hacksaws into the police cells, and in the exercise room is what we call mesh wires on top, and they managed to cut through those mesh wires and escape through the roof.
All right, Ronald, these mesh wire escapes, if you want to call it that, this is not the first time we've seen dangerous criminals escape through this manner. In July and August, we had similar incidents. In July, a group of Limpopo awaiting trial prisoners also cut through wire mesh in the exercise yard and fled in Ritavi. It does warrant an urgent, in-depth investigation. What's the status of that investigation right now, Ronald?
Yes, it does. It's worrisome for us as well. We're still busy with the internal investigation into that incident, but it is almost reaching a conclusion. It has gone quite far. There was also an urgent investigation launched into both of these incidents as well. And let me tell you, I can assure you that if we find that there were any negligence from the side of our members, whether they were lax in their duties, whether they did not adhere to the operating procedures for detention of suspects, they will definitely be dealt with internally, and that can even lead to dismissal from the police service.
All right, Ronel, how are prisoners escorted in these police stations? Now, we've had reports that sometimes one SAPS member escorts 4 or 5, sometimes up to 10 perpetrators, and this is just not feasible, is it?
Yes, well, if you talk about escort, you're talking about escorting duties when they are being escorted from court, to and from court, from the police cells to court and back. Usually, we don't have escort duties inside the police cells itself, but there it is required from our members to perform certain duties like regular inspections, that sort of stuff. So our investigations, if it reveals that it was not done, there will definitely be harsh steps taken against them.
All right. Earlier this year, Gauteng Police Commissioner Lesicha Motiba, he went on and said that police are indeed to blame for negligence in some cases where awaiting trial prisoners escape from custody. Are you right now investigating the behavior of officers who were on duty while these escapes occurred?
Definitely. We've got an acting provincial commissioner currently, Major General Mashilu, and he has ordered an in-depth investigation. He appointed an investigation team led by provincial detectives to look into both of these incidents. So a thorough inspections will be conducted, as well as investigations to determine exactly how these escapes take place.
All right. We've seen a hike in the number of these sorts of escapes in the past 2 months or so. When can we expect that full and detailed report, Ronel?
Well, as soon as possible. As soon as obviously we must look into the details of this thing as well. You can't just conduct an investigation that doesn't look into the thing deeply enough. It must be a proper investigation to really come to the root of the problem. So as soon as we have it available, and if disciplinary steps are being taken against our members, we will come clean with that information as well.
All right, Ronel, if it is indeed found that there was negligence or operational procedures being flouted by certain SAPS members, what kind of internal departmental steps will be taken?
Yes, well, if we find that there was negligence, those members will go on an internal trial, what we call our departmental trials, and as I said, it can even lead to suspension from the police service. If we find you guilty, you can even be suspended, or you can get another kind of sentence that might require you to but as I said, it can lead to suspension from the police.
Ronel Otto, Limpopo Police spokesperson, on the line to us there. Thank you for your time on the News Today desk.